We got perfect festin' weather. We do.
Yes, there always seems like there is at least one day, if not one whole weekend, wet for Jazz Fest. It won't be this weekend.
I'm going this weekend.
And I'm kind of looking ahead, you know, further along in the models, and really no big rain chances coming. So hopefully we'll get both weekends out unscathed. And definitely not going to be an issue this weekend, although it will be a little warmer, a little more humid, not oppressively so, will not be miserable outside, and a lot of activities going on this weekend. We'll start off though this morning. It was chilly, even a little colder than I thought. We actually did get down to 49 degrees at Kenner. Now, with water temperatures in the 70s, it would be a struggle to get that cold at lakefront or anywhere near the Gulf Coast, and 56 degrees was our morning low at lakefront, but well into the 40s on both sides of the lake. That 40 up in Macomb was a record today, and our high was only 76 degrees, so another afternoon below average. Mostly sunny skies, saw a few high thin clouds at times, but boy, it has been a gorgeous couple of days. Dew point is a little bit higher. We had dew points more 30s and 40s yesterday, starting to get more 40s and low 50s during the day today. And you can clearly see, while we don't really have much in the way of cloud cover, watch the lower clouds on our visible satellite. They are moving in from the southeast up toward the northwest. That is our surface wind coming back off of the Gulf. In the 70s outside right now, and so any plans this evening? Beautiful. Another very nice day to be outside to eat. Temperature, dew point temperatures 40s and low 50s, so those values have been kind of creeping up a little bit and will continue to nudge up over the next couple of days, with again likely peaking more humid, but I would never describe any day this weekend as muggy. It'll kind of climb a bit more on Monday before what looks to be kind of a weak frontal system moving into the area. It doesn't look like it's actually going to move through, but enough that maybe we see a slight drop in humidity by next Tuesday. Very pleasant, but slowly starting to warm across much of the southeast as high pressure has started to shift, which had been centered yesterday right over northern Mississippi, is now along the east coast. So that is opening up the Gulf moisture and also opening up a surge of moisture and some instability out west, where they may start to see several rounds of severe weather. We'll mention that or talk about that in just a moment. With the high pressure off along the east coast, our sustained southeasterly and southerly winds will stick with us over the next couple of days. However, we're still sort of under that upper ridge, and that usually does help to keep us under mostly clear skies. So I still think plenty of sunshine right up through Thursday. By Friday, it does look like we start to get into a little bit more cloudiness, and that will likely continue on into the coming weekend. At the moment, though, very dry air aloft, but we are watching an upper disturbance over the Pacific Ocean. However, this system and another upper system will not impact our weather really directly. We're going to see those disturbances staying well across the north of us and more toward the northern and central plains. As that is happening and as that pattern kind of continues, we will see likely several rounds of severe weather. Through tonight, there is a risk in north central Texas. As we go into Wednesday, a lower threat, but from north Texas and Oklahoma. Continuing on into Thursday, higher risk of severe weather across the panhandles of Texas, Oklahoma, and then into Kansas. Another upper disturbance kind of keeps that severe weather risk going from Friday, Saturday, and on into Sunday. So for the next several days, numerous rounds of severe weather will be occurring, but all staying to our north and west. Here, expecting very quiet weather until we get into Monday. That'll be the best chance of any kind of rainfall, and the models have really not been very aggressive. Certainly warm, humid, and breezy through the weekend, and then here comes our chance for some showers on Monday per the GFS. Euro, kind of the same thing. We stay dry on Sunday. Again, maybe a 10% chance, keeping us mostly dry. And then on Monday, we'll have that slightly better chance of rain as we start into next week. Kind of looking at long-range models, does not look like we have any more cold fronts coming into the start of May. Now, we still can get cold fronts in May, but we're starting to see that window of opportunity begin to close. 81 our high tomorrow, so a little bit milder. Not a muggy or not a more humid day, but definitely the dew points will be up a bit more. Then we'll start to have more of that humid feel for the end of the week and into the weekend, but staying dry. And even as our rain chance is kind of picking up Monday into Tuesday, at the moment for Monday going to only about a 30 to 40% chance.